Rob, you've talked about it, the frustration of that game in particular, and it's come back to bite us right at the end there.
Yeah, I mean, you can take some positive out of it, that we played some good rugby, and particularly in the first half we created multiple opportunities, but creating opportunities doesn't count for very much unless you convert them, and we didn't convert them for quite a long time. When we did wrestle the momentum of the game back with 2 quick-fire tries, the first thing we did was give it straight back to Gloucester with some very naive exit type playing, and I think that's a frustration for me because it's been a strength of our game. We focused on it, we worked extremely hard at it, and it's moved forward this season. And then when we really needed to come into a game where it's an all-rounded game, there's attack going on, you're having to exit, there's points being scored, it seemed to desert us today. And I'm not at a loss to know why. I know why it's happened. It's because we had a focus on how we wanted to attack this week. We thought we were a bit rusty last week against Bath when the opportunities arose, so we spent a lot of time on it this week. And it's obvious that the focus from some players has slipped way too much into just almost playing at all costs. Because, as I said, some of the stuff we did out of our 22 was chaotic, really. And I think, as I said, it's cost us a game of rugby that we should have won. And I said to the lads, if you want to play at the end of the league where the big boys play, you have to come in and you have to play like a big boy, because teams will come after you. You become one of the big sides, and I don't think we did that at times today. At other times we did, and we showed great endeavour, but at times today we let ourselves down.
It was almost like times like last season where we were trying to play too much rugby at times.
Yeah, there were times. I mean, it's interesting. We played. There were times where we had that little habit today of probably kicking a couple away that we didn't need to kick away, and then not kicking when we really should have. And I think, I said, I know why it's happened. The lads were frustrated with their attacking game last week, and they've overdone it this week. And we should have had a bit more balance, but specifically out of our 22, because we just, I mean, Gloucester will probably feel that particularly one of our tries was a little bit breakaway, and it probably was Jesse's, but came from a solid set of defence, and you get tries like that. But the try they scored, if you're still trying to kick from your own try line after playing 3-4 phases, you've got to be more mature and more sensible than that.
I think from the coaching point of view, you know where the errors are coming from.
I think anyone who watched the game could tell you where the errors were. The errors were we messed around when we were in the lead, and what we needed to do was rebuild pressure, and we took the pressure straight off Gloucester. We gave away territory by exiting poorly, that they kicked a penalty. I mean, they made it worse with the charge down try. 10 points is a big turnaround when you're starting to get control of a game.
And obviously you move now on to London Irish away next week, and that adds extra significance, I suppose.
Yeah, I mean, we're well placed in the league, but we've got to show a real fight for it. And our physical endeavour today was fine. When we look at the GPS scores, look at the actual work rate the players put in, it will be huge, because we covered a lot of metres today. I think our carrying metres will be huge. We made a lot of breaks, but it's frustrating. It'll be frustrating we didn't convert some opportunities in the first half in particular, but that happens sometimes. You don't convert every opportunity. Those will be frustrating, but as I say, what will be more frustrating is when you seize the momentum of the game to give it up so easily.